the Senate buildings so that they're working on? What is it that they're going to do or attempt to do to take care of this backlog? How are they going to fix it?
What they're talking about is wiping it out and making the backlog go away, and the people that are in the system that are eligible for those visas would be allowed to go ahead. Other people would have to follow behind that. Those people would get priority in terms of processing their status. And then there'd be people who would get, they would get a lesser status actually in the beginning that would be called a probationary legal status. They'd have to register the government, there'd be background checks, fees, fines, and they'd have to pay back taxes. It would exclude people that were criminal or security risks. And they would have to wait until the people that are in the system that are currently eligible for those visas, for those backlogs to be cleared up first. Does that answer your question? Yes?
As you know,
We
DACA.
got to give you the mic.
Well, as you know, DACA is only valid for 2 years. What do you know, or what do you think is going to happen after 2 years?
You can renew the DACA after 2 years. The thing is going to be, for instance, if you're in school, you're going to have to still be in school, or you're going to have to have graduated. If you're in a GED program, you're going to have to have completed the GED program or still be in it. But after 2 years, it's going to be renewed. And under the president's plan, it will be renewed every 2 years after that. There's also a plan in the Senate bill that people who are DACA eligible would be able to get lawful permanent residence, which would also be great. So that's the hope, and that's one of the things that I think if something does come out of the House, it's probably going to be DACA, and it's probably going to be something for agricultural workers. I think those things are probably pretty safe because, the thing is, the reality, I don't want to go into a political discussion here, but the Republicans are getting pressure from business interests on the agricultural side, and the DACA thing, it's just politically unpalatable, I think, to go like, okay, these kids have had status for 4 or 6 years and then just go, sorry, you're back out in the cold. I don't think that's too likely, but who knows? Yes, sir.
Do you have any sense of the timing of the Senate? Whether or not that's going to be moving forward or not? Any sense at all?
The only sense I have is that the president is going to make it an issue for next year. The House will either have to reject it or pass something. Something will happen before the next election cycle.
I think we'll need to stop questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Brian.
We'll ask our band to come back and give us